So, good afternoon, class. Today we're going to review. If this is your first time here, please raise your hand. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Meredith.
I'm Lucas. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to our class. So, Meredith's going to join me in the corner real quick. Everyone else, please review your techniques, starting with your most recent techniques. If you have any questions about partnering issues or anything like that, ask Henry here. He'll be glad to help you guys out. So, Meredith, why don't you come with me? It's Meredith, right?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to our class again.
Thank you so much.
So Meredith, how'd you hear about us?
I heard about you from a friend, and she's actually in class right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. And in terms of martial arts background, have you had any at all?
No, none at all.
Okay, perfect. So, and in terms of, do you live around here?
Yeah, I live about 5 minutes away.
Okay,
So very convenient.
excellent. Yeah, really close. And so Meredith, while the rest of the class is reviewing,
Okay.
I want to show you just one technique that I think exemplifies Rikishi Jiu-Jitsu, and that way you really get a feeling for what we do around
Oh,
here.
perfect.
Okay. So, have you heard of the trap and roll escape?
I have not.
Okay, excellent. And have you been to our Grace University website where we have all of our curriculums, all of our classes in linear fashion?
No, I actually didn't even know y'all had a website.
Okay, cool. You got access. You can check it out. It's on
Yeah,
our
yeah.
website. So, typically, fights start standing up. Push comes to shove.
Right.
Stupid things are probably going to be said. And most likely something's going to be taken. The fight's probably going to be taken to the ground. Now, if you're the bigger opponent, you're probably going to end up on top of the little guy.
Mhm.
But if you're the smaller opponent, you're probably going to be at the bottom of the bigger guy. And that's part of the issue that we're trying to address here. So, if it's okay with you, I just want to use you for one technique.
Of course.
And I'm going to have you lay down on your back.
Okay.
It's right there, perfect. With your head facing that way, your feet
Okay.
facing over here. Just lay down, please. And are you comfortable with me getting on top of you?
Of course, yeah. No
Cool.
problem.
So this right here is called the mount position, where I'm mounted on top of you. I have both my legs next to your hips.
Okay.
And it's a very problematic position for you
Mhm.
because I can reach you and you push your fist off of me,
Okay.
but you can't reach me, right?
Yeah, right.
So just instinctively, Meredith, what comes to mind when you're in this situation? Like, what's the first thought that comes to your head? What are you gonna do? When this
I think
happens?
my first instinct would be to try to push you off somehow.
Excellent. That's a very common reaction, and let's get back to that.
Okay.
Anything else? Just Meredith, imagine it's a freaking street fight, and this guy's trying to, anything goes. You
Right.
do whatever you want. Anything else?
Honestly, I think my next step would be to maybe hit you in the male area.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a very common reaction, and it could definitely work. But if you knock them off, or
Yeah.
if you knock them out, But if you don't do that, you're reminding them that hey, let's exchange punches, or
Good
it
point.
could probably worsen the situation. So let's go back to that first reference where you had about buckling me off or pushing me off, right?
Okay, yeah.
Let's try that. Let's simulate that in slow motion. I want you to try to just try to push me off. Just
Okay.
using your yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Come on, Mary, you gotta try it. Best you can, get me off. Come on, Mary. You got it coming after you, Mary. 5. Come on, Mary. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Mary, that shit is tough, huh?
Yeah, it's really tough.
Tough, yeah, exactly. So let's switch. My turn.
Okay.
Let's have you get on top of me,
Okay.
exactly like I was in the mount position.
Okay.
Perfect. Both your knees, yeah, exactly, just like that. And I want you, Mary, to hold on as hard as you can. Do not let me sit up, Mary.
Okay.
Please do not let me sit up.
Okay.
Do not let me sit up, Mary. Oh. I tricked you. I know you just.
Oh.
Come on, let's try it one more time. Let's get in the same position. Let's have you get on top of me one more time, please.
Okay.
Exactly, just like that.
Okay.
Now, Meredith, what you were doing is you were buckling me off. You were trying to buckle me off pretty good. You were giving me some pretty good punches, but all I did to prevent that was I posted my hand out,
Oh,
and it
okay.
prevented me from falling. So let's try that.
Okay.
Exactly, just like that. One more time here. Exactly.
Oh, I see.
All I did was I didn't even try to push. All I did was I trapped the wrist, trapped the arm, and trapped the secret hip gym here, trapped the foot,
Oh.
and trapping your right side, preventing you from basing out.
Oh.
So, how are you not gonna fall if I trapped your whole right side?
Mhm.
Now from here, I want you to resist as much as you can.
Okay.
I want you not to fall, and I'm gonna bring you to the side.
Okay.
Right, man? Do resist. Do not fall, man. Do not fall.
Oh.
Exactly. So from here, it's your turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna mount on top of you one more time. So
Okay.
let's have you scoot over a little bit to the left over here. Or just like that. Just a little.
Sorry.
It's alright. Alright, So we're here, I'm in the mount.
Okay.
Now, it's important to know that this variation of this situation only works that if somebody's trying to choke you or trying to hold you down. Later, I'll show you a different situation. Later in a future lesson, I'll show you a different situation. If somebody's trying to go for a punch here, or if they got you in a headlock. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is I want you to trap my wrist.
Okay.
Using your hand, yeah, perfect, just like that. I see they use this monkey grip right here, which is the correct grip, and I like they used it naturally. But I just want to show you one other grip called a C-clamp, and a lot of people use this grip. They mistakenly use this grip because, and the reason why it's wrong is because people can escape laterally here.
I
And
see
that monkey grip that you had with the thumbless grip, yeah, perfect, just like that, prevents that escape.
Oh, okay.
And then what else you need to watch out for is this backdoor escape back here. So you stop this lateral grip, now you need to stop this backdoor escape. What we do for that is, yes, we use a C-clamp on our tricep, perfect, just like that. And engage your back into it.
Okay.
And you have pretty good leverage there. And now the secret is you need to trap the foot.
Okay.
Perfect, just like that. Now what I want you to do is slowly just bridge me off.
Okay.
And to the right side, yep, just like that. And look at that.
Oh.
You're in a good situation here. Now you can either get up.
Okay.
You can get up and run and get away to safety, or you
Okay.
can just why don't you come climb right over. Yep, perfect, into the mount. And now look at the difference from the beginning where you were on the bottom, and now I can't reach you, but you can reach me.
Yeah. Oh,
Exactly.
wow. Yeah.
So perfect. So I'm gonna maybe sit down right here real quick. I have a couple important things to mention to you. So Meredith, in terms of energy expenditure, now, did you feel the difference between the technique that I showed you and what you initially thought about doing in the beginning?
Yeah, I definitely did. I felt like when I was going to do in the beginning, I didn't have much control and I was using so much energy. But with the technique you taught me, I had way more control and I wasn't using so much of my own energy.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what Helio Gracie, our Grandmaster Helio Gracie, who was about 140 pounds, he developed these techniques so he can defend against people twice his size, because he didn't have the strength to fight these guys off. So he developed these techniques, and he only depended on these techniques. So let's just say you get in a street fight, right, with a bigger, stronger, more athletic opponent. In a normal street fight, you guys are probably both going to go crazy, causing you to exhaust energy at an equal rate, right?
Yeah, right.
And as a result, you're probably going to lose the fight because you're going to lose your energy faster. So with Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, Gracie perfected this technique to conserve your energy while exhausting the opponent's energy, and at which point you can just submit them with a choke or some sort of joint lock. Now the big question is, how many techniques does it take to perfect this? And it's about 36 techniques. So even though Gracie Jiu-Jitsu consists of about 600 techniques, studies have shown over the last 100 years or so that that these 36 techniques are used more often and with greater success than all other ones combined. So the Gracies realized is that in order to prepare a new student for combat, they'd have to entirely just focus on these 36 techniques. And this gave birth to the Gracie Combatives course. So as you can see here, there's 36 techniques. And it's divided into 23 one-hour classes.
Okay.
What's cool about these classes is you can do them in any order you like because they don't require any previous experience of doing it.
Oh.
So every month we print out a calendar, a Gracie Combatives calendar, and we post it online everywhere. You can walk around the gym, and we also would be glad to give you one where you can see which day of the month, you can see which technique will be demonstrated. That way you can prepare for it, weeks in advance or day before,
Right.
So in terms of our stripe how our stripe system works and how you can progress in our program is once you do all 23 techniques once, you'll have a general understanding of all the techniques. Once you do it twice, all 23 techniques twice, you'll qualify for our RDC classes, which is our reflex development classes, where you can where we combine all the techniques together, and make little cool combinations. Once you do 20 cumulative classes in any order, you'll get a stripe on your belt, as you can see here.
Oh, yeah.
And once you do all 23 classes at least 3 times, or 3 times, by that time you'll have 4 stripes on your belt. You will have mastered our RDC classes, and you'll qualify to take our Gracie Combatives test. And if you pass, you'll move on to the master cycle.
That's great.
So So if you are interested, most schools, they want you to do a 1-day free trial, but we feel comfortable giving you a 10-day free trial. That way you can really feel comfortable around what we do and see if you like it or not. If you do want to do the 10-day free trial, we'll give you a gi, the uniform, and we'll print you out one of these cards. That way you can track all your progress. And then within those 10 calendar day period, you can do as many classes as you like.
Wow.
So if you love it, you can go sign up to one of the programs and join. If you don't like it for any reason, Meredith, it can be anything, parking, you don't like somebody in this class, you can tell me. You just not feeling the vibe. You can just return the gi that we gave you. That way we won't waste the uniform, and you won't get charged for anything. It's pretty good for both parties. So if you do join within that 10-day free trial, you also will get access to our Grace University website, which I referenced in the beginning to you, where we have all of our techniques, all of our programs, all in a linear fashion. That way you can learn in case you want to prepare for it the day before, you want to see what's going on, what we're going to learn tomorrow. Or if you have a missing detail, you want to see what you missed or what exactly you need to look at, right? You also, once you become a member, you get access to our certified training centers all over the world, which we have about 150 of them. So if you are ever on vacation, you're on business or just on a trip with kids or something, and you need to go in, you want to get a roll in, or you want to join a class, you just hop right in, free of charge. And when you come back, just tell us exactly what classes you did, and we'll check them off on your current part here.
That's really neat.
Yeah, super cool. So if you do love it, just go ahead and talk to the receptionist out in the front, and she'll gladly set you up with the card and a uniform.
Perfect.
So Meredith, I want you to do one more thing for me. Now look around, and you see everybody working together as a team, right? And that's because everybody has a common goal here, and that's to learn to defend yourself for a common enemy who is not in this building but out there, right?
Right.
And today's just the perfect question for you to ask questions. Go ahead, ask questions to your partner, ask questions to the assistant, ask questions to me. Do you have any questions right now for me?
No, not right now, but I'm sure I will.
That's perfect. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna call time,
Okay.
and everybody's gonna line up, and I'm gonna demonstrate the technique for today.
Okay.
And then after, I'm gonna set you up with somebody who knows the technique very well, and that way they can teach it to you very well, and you can learn it for yourself.
Perfect.
And I'll be around if you have any questions.
Awesome.
Just communicate me. Feel free to ask. Okay. So
Awesome.
thank you so much for being here once
Thank you.
again.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's super cool. So let's have fun.
Yes.